Someone describes it as mud energy. The metaphor just kind of made sense to me, especially in Alaska. Right now in spring, the earth is unearthing underneath all the snow, and there's melting water, which makes mud. Mud is very heavy energy. It's very grounding, but very, very heavy. I had a period where I was just so exhausted. That's exactly how I felt. In Alaska, we call this period breakup season. I feel like everyone knows what it is, but no one really discusses it. It's a period of unearthing beauty. Not that winter isn't stunning, both are in their own right, but there's something light, free, hopeful, and therefore magical about summer in Alaska. And breakup season is the transition to that, an event itself. You can learn so much when you pay close attention to the transition, the place between thinking and doing, where it's just existing, breathing, seeing what happens, experiencing the outcome, and then hopefully learning something and trusting yourself more. Spring has a different meaning to me now, and a distinct, tangible energy, especially this year. It's a time when it feels like Mother Earth is talking and making plans, and we just have to sit back, wait, and see what happens. Think back to last spring and how much can happen in 1 year. So breakup season, a great time to reflect, a great time to clear out things that are clinging you to the past, a time to detox environments, old habits, and time to tie loose ends and finish those old projects to clear space for what's to come. Spring has a new meaning to me now, and a distinct energy, especially this year. There are layers to everything, and upon each layer, just like more greatness happens. I feel like I'm in that step, that transition, where I'm just like, I just need to focus, put my head down, do my work. It will have benefits. I just can't worry about what it looks like I'm doing. I just cleared off all of the snow off the roof. Not all of it, but most of it. It took me 2 days, lots of back muscle, lots of abdominal engagement, lots of arm strength, and I had to look to see to make sure that no one was standing below. The only bad thing about these thermo mugs is that you don't know if it's the temperature. This is a prop. So it's mid-March. It is 32 degrees outside. Beginning of March and then mid-March, I had 2 really huge applications due. It's a grant and a program that I was super excited for. I just put all of my time, effort, and energy into doing those things. And then when I was done, I'm like, something is supposed to happen right now. But even as I was applying, they ask you what passions you have. And I said that I love things like yoga and piano. These passions help me to realize that the long term is important, the long game is important, and not everything happens right when you want it to. I really like to play piano and do yoga. They're all activities that in the day-to-day don't seem like it makes a lot of a difference. I can hear every single thing that goes wrong, and I have to play over and over and over and over and over and over again until I can really see the difference. Every round is your debut into the world to telling everyone exactly where you're at this current moment. But I'm learning you have to play around with timing. You have to trip over the notes. And I think that these 2 passions of mine have really just showed me more than anything that the long game is important. The only way to get better at piano is to just play piano over and over and over again. The only way to get better at yoga is to do yoga over and over and over again. You can't think your way into it. You genuinely cannot, no matter how hard you try. It's really all about the repetition. And so I'm just like, wow, that probably applies to every aspect of my life. And I just want this to be like a marker period, because I feel like things will change.
Hey! Oh, here's my cat.
Oh.
Hey, Shadow. So I think I only got like a sentence explanation, but med energy. Like, how everything is sort of melting and uncovering a lot of the junk that you used to bury. And now it's all just coming up to the surface. Like, spring in Alaska is not a pretty season. It's the grossest season. And I feel like coming out of COVID feels very similar right now.
Wow. I think that's kind of the exact message that I got, but that's so interesting that was your takeaway based on like my one sentence explanation.
Yeah, it kind of made me think. I was just
it was an art interpretation.
Like, California's pretty, but I'm feeling some mud energy. I don't
yeah?
know. The Bay Area was, very, very strict with COVID. And
yeah.
Now people are vaccinated, but they don't know what to do with themselves. We've been like hiding for too long, like lost our social
abilities.
Yeah,
like legit though.
Yeah, it's a lot of being stressed. We're gonna come out of this like with the maturity of 35-year-olds, but with like the desire.
Yeah, dude, I'm already 25.
25.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like we were like young. I was like a young 23.
Yeah.
This,
yeah.
And I'm gonna be like a hot 25.
A ripe, old,
ripe,
juicy. 20.
Right for the pig.
5.5.
Yeah.
Do you have any last words of wisdom?
Yeah. So I'm changing a lot of things in my life right now personally. And I think a lot of people are probably. And I got some wise words from someone recently that like, change is just like your body's not super down for it usually. So the whole mud energy thing is like a good change.
I like it.
It'll be good, even if we're crazy right now.
I like it. We're manic.
Yeah. Manic.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
This is a cool angle.
Goodbye.